Hey fellow Redditors, I'm back. Update video number 3. Some of you have requested me to do this, so today is actually a good day to do it. Today is August 20th, it's a Friday. The second month of the 2 A6 miners that I had bought from Alibaba back in May. They've been running officially for 2 months straight now, 24/7. So I figured today would be a good day to do this. So let me show you where I currently have the miners. Yes, I am outside. Outside on my back porch. They're both running. So some of you guys may be like, why the hell do you have them outside? Well, I'm in North Texas and it's freaking hot down here. You get triple digit heat. So I had them both in the house, up in the front room. But the problem was it was heating up that room, which was making the AC run harder. So our electric bill was $700 last month. Woo! Lots of electricity being used. So I decided to move them out here. So they've been outside for about a month, and they're pretty well covered too. It has rain. We've been getting some rain down here, but I've been keeping an eye on that to make sure that the water doesn't get near it. And at one point, I did have to unplug them because the wind was blowing the rain a little too close. So I had to unplug them for about an hour, but after that, it was all good. So let me kind of give you guys a perspective, what's been going on, my journey with these things. So I bought them back in May. I started testing them early June because the power supplies that came with them were 220 volts. I do not have any 220 volt outlets in my house. So what I did was I have each miner is run on the Bitmain 1600 watt power supplies. So it supports 110 and also 220 volt. Excuse me, I've been under the weather. So so far I haven't had any issues with them burning out outlets or anything like that. I checked my breakers. They haven't tripped anything, so everything's been good. I've also checked the outlets to make sure that the outlets I have them plugged in do not have anything, have any other electronics plugged onto them to overload it. So far it's been good. Like I said, been running them for 2 months straight. No issues there. So some people ask me, well, how much Litecoin have you made since I've officially been running them 24/7? So for the past 2 months, since June 19 was the official date that I started like counting. So I've made a little over 12 Litecoin. So it's like 12.1 and a bunch of digit numbers. So I'm just going to round it off to 12 Litecoins. So that's 6 Litecoins per month. That's I'm pretty satisfied. I'm averaging around anywhere from 1800 megahertz up to around 2050 megahertz, depending on the hash boards. I told you guys in my Reddit post that out of the 16 hash boards that came with the miners, 5 of them were either defective or dead on arrival. So I moved all the good hash boards, as many as I could, on one miner. So that's my worker one. That one's hashing around 1.2 megahertz. Now, I do have the settings on these miners set up on efficiency. I don't have them as factory settings or overclocking or anything. So what they do is they'll hash anywhere between 1800 to, well, the good miner averages between 1800 to around 1200 megahertz per second. So the second miner, I moved any of the bad hash boards to that one. So I got 4 good hash boards on the second miner, and then 4 of them, this is the weird part, I went ahead and replaced the ribbons, the 8-inch ribbons on that one, and one of the hash boards started working. And one of the hash board is still not working since day one, so I'm assuming it's just dead on arrival. Another hash board wants to hash. It's really weird. It'll start hashing to around 15, and then it drops, and it goes back up, and it drops, and it goes back, and it drops, and it goes back up, drop. It's just, it's consistent. So I'm just assuming it's defective. Then I have another hash board, the 4th one. That one will start hashing for a while, and then it goes dead. It'll be dead for like, let's say 12 hours. And then let's say 6 hours later, it'll start hashing at 150. And it'll do it straight for 150, and then it just dies again. So I'm assuming that it's defective too. It's on its last stand. It's going to end up dying, but I'm just letting it hash when it can or whatnot. So like, that's why I said with both miners, I'm averaging anywhere from 1800 megahertz up to around 2050, depending on the second miner when that one hash board wants to mine or not. Now, I did say a little while ago, I said 5 of the 16 hash boards are either defective or dead on arrival. So I did have another hash board, and this is a weird one too. It hashes when I restart the miner. So when I plug it in, it won't hash. And if I wait, like say 30 minutes, and then I restart the miner, then it actually works. So if I leave it alone and don't mess with it, it's fine, it just hashes. So that kind of makes me wonder if maybe it could be a control board issue on that second miner too. I don't know. I'm currently in the market looking for a replacement control board for this miner, but every time I find one on eBay, it's usually it's for parts only. So that means that it just doesn't work, and somebody's just trying to get rid of it to make a quick buck. I'm not gonna buy one of those. If I can find one that actually works and it's under between $100 and $150, I may pull the trigger and get it. So real quick, show you some screenshots. This screen you can see here is from the Litecoin pool. That's where I have these miners targeted at. I decided to use this website other than let's say F2 Pool is because I did a little short test, and it seems like I actually make more profit on this website than I do on, let's say, F2 Pool. Now, some people prefer the F2 Pool just because you're also mining Doge. Well, I mainly mine Litecoin, and that's what I want. So with the Litecoin Pool web, it is dual mining, but you get paid in Litecoin. So you actually get more Litecoin when you get a payout. And another thing I like about this pool better than the other ones is there's no fees. So some people say that they take their fees somewhere else in another way, which is fine. I mean, if it is what it is, but to me, like I said, I feel like I get more profit on this pool than I do any other pool that I tried. Right now, I'm averaging, or I'm close to about 0.20 Litecoin per 24 hours. So, and roughly, I'm getting close to 1 Litecoin every 5 days, which is not bad. So every 10 days, I'm getting 2 Litecoin. So basically, I'm averaging six coins a month. So, and this is before for electricity. So now I'm going to show you another cool feature real quick. I didn't know this. My wife forwarded me this email. It's actually a report from the previous week of how much electricity our house is using. Now, you got to remember, I don't know if I said this in the previous video, but our house is all electric. We do not have gas. Unfortunately, the neighborhood we live in, all the houses are just straight up electricity. So as you can see in this report, kind of get an idea how much electricity is being used. I'm averaging a lot. But the good news is this past Friday, my solar panels were finally installed. So I could show you real quick, and I'm in my backyard. Let me flip this. Looks like my camera won't flip, but yeah, you can see some. You can see on top of the roof here, and I have a total of 58 panels. So now, starting today until September 20th, I'm gonna keep track and see how much our electricity dropped, and kind of go from there. I may do another like an update video for just to focus more on my electricity bill, so you guys will have an idea if investing in solar panels was really worth it. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video. For watching the previous ones and supporting and like, subs, or good feedback, or whatever you guys are doing out there, I just appreciate it. But other than that, good luck and have fun mining, guys. I do try to be active in the Reddit group, so bye.